Good morning, everyone. Myself Shivam, and today is our sixth lecture of studying basic of Python programming. So, in today's lecture, we will study about strings. What are the operations we can apply on string? What are strings, and how strings are differentiated from the other numbers like integers. And we will study a small bit about list also. In the previous lecture we study about recursion, what is recursion, parameter arguments, and mathematical operations also. Some exponential power, we can import math library, and we can also do factorial by recursion, for loop, while loop. So all these things we have covered in our previous lecture. So now we will cover the string part. So our first topic is introduction to strings. So basically string in Python are represented with prefixing and suffixing the character with question mark, either a single quote or double quote. So basically what the meaning of this line is that string are those which are written in a single quote or double quote. Character in a string are accessed using an index which is an integer. So basically there is a string name Python. So in this there are six character Python. So there are five indexes because the string indexing starting from 0. So if we want to extract the O, so we can extract it by indexing, by writing the indexing number of the O character. So this is called slicing. So basically the indexing start from 0 and goes up to n minus 1, where n is the number of character in a string. Why it goes to n minus 1? Because it start from 0, not from 1. So string are immutable, which means we cannot modify string after we have given it or assigned a value. So we cannot change it. The function input in Python is a string by default. As I have said you that for integer we have to write int, but for string we did not write, we just simply write input, so it know that we are taking string as a input. So the first question is, and the very simple question, write a code snippet that from the user to input a string using the input function and print the entered string. First we have to take a string input from the user and then print that string. So this is like simple question, we have to take input and just print that statement. So this is like, first we will assign it to a variable str is equal to str input, and then we just print str. So if we did not write this str, if we just simply write input, so it will be a valid statement in Python because input default is a string. So next thing is, what are the operations we can perform on string? So basically there are five fundamental operations which can be performed on strings. First is indexing. Like indexing start from 0, we can extract any part of the string using indexing. Next is slicing. Slicing means extracting the part from the string is known as slicing. Next is concatenation, combining two string by plus operator. Next is repetition. What is repetition? We say 2 multiply 2 4, 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. So this is repetition and multiplication of 2. So multiplying or printing list twice is known as repetition. When same list come two times is known as repetition of that list. So our next operator is membership operator. So first we will start with the indexing operator. So here is the definition of indexing. To access a specific character from a string, we use its position called index. The position of a special character, like in Python p is at 0 index, so it is called its index position, which is enclosed within square bracket. So index always starts with 0. Python has two type of indexing. So there are basically two type of indexing. One is positive and one is negative. Positive start with 0 and the negative indexing starts with -1. So below are the example, like a is equal to hello. Here hello is a string, so we will access the zeroth index of the hello, like print a, then in square bracket we will write 0. So the 0 character is h, same as negative indexing start from the end of the string. So here when we will write print a and the indexing we give is -1, so it will result in O, because the negative indexing starts with the end and the positive index starts in the beginning. So at 0 index the character h is present, so the indexing starts from left and increment to the right in positive, while in negative it is opposite of this. So we will do one question based on this. So we are required to create a program that takes string as input from the user. So basically we have to take one input from the user. Once the input is taken, we have to perform these three tasks on that. So first we have to display the entire string, so we will print the entire string, then print the second character of the string from the beginning, and we have to print the second character of the string from the end of the beginning. So this is the sample input and output. Like string name will be Python programming. First we have to print it as it is, then we have to write second character from the first, so it will be 5, which is one index. Then we have to print second character from the end, which we will do by negative indexing, or we can do it by positive indexing also, but it will be very difficult. First we have to count the character, we just and in negative indexing we just need to write -2. So this is a question which we will solve. So maybe you have solved this till now. So this is the code for the given question. First we will take a as string as input, then we will print a, then we have to print the second character. So we will write print second character from the first comma a, and then the second character will be first index because the indexing start from 0. The second character will be at index 1, third character will be at index 2, and for printing the character from the back end we have to write this print character from and a -2. So next is slicing operator on the uh, string. So Python provide many way to extract a part of string, and using a concept called slicing. So what is slicing? Extracting some part of a string, like from index 0 to 4, or index 2 to 4, or index -1 to -3. So to extract a specific part of a string using start index as and end index, as I have told you, from 0 to 4th index. So the syntax for the slice operation on a string is as follow. First it is written as start index, then colon, then end index, then colon, then step. So basically start index like 0 and end index like 4, and the step like we have to, if we want to print all, so we did not need to write this step, or if we want to print the even, so we will write 1 in step. So basically it is same as range function. First we will starting range, then the ending range, and then the step to which it will be jump. And these are the, like start index is the index where you want to start extracting, end index where you want to stop, but same as the range function, starting index is included, while as this end index is not included in extracting, and the step the interval between this. So key we have to note this thing in our mind while performing slicing operator or anything. If you omit start index, the slicing start from index 0, as we know, and index of and goes till index and index. Positive step mean moving left to right, and negative step mean moving right to left. So next operation is concatenation of a string. Concatenation is a process of combining two or more string by plus operator. So nothing is more in this. We just do some simple program. We have to take two input string as and concatenate that simply. So first we will take a input, then we will take b input, then we will store in variable ans. You can make variable of your choice also. Then we will do a plus these space plus b, and we will simply print this space will also be included. This is its output. The first string will be Python, second string will be Jython, so the final output will be Python, this space and Jython. So we have to give space. If in question it is not mentioned that we have to give space, so we will not give space in that question. So the next part is we have to write a program to remove a character from string based on the integer value given by. So we need to remove. So we now know how we can extract the part by slicing, and how we can solve that, and how we can concatenate. So we will know how we can remove the character. So first we have to write a program that will take a input from the user. Then we have to write the number, or we have to take the input from the user number with the which indexing part we need to remove. Then we have to remove that. So first we will take a string input, then we will take a integer input, then we will write this thing. If the b is greater than 0 means if the indexing is greater than 0 and indexing is less than the length of a means the string, so we will write a 0 to b plus a b plus 1 x, or else we will write number should be positive less than the length of the string. So else we have to write this. So we in this the main part to understand is this. First we will see that if the length is greater than 0 and is less than the length of the string, so we will extract the part from a 0 to b, means from 0 index to the index till this. Like if the number is 9, so from 0 to 9 index we will write same, plus then again we have to write from this string, and from where b plus 1 means 9 plus 1 10 index to the last index. So this is concatenation also. So maybe now you have understand that from 0 to the index 9, in this 9 is not included, plus from 10th index to till last, so 9 is not included in this also and this also, so 9 will be removed. Same as if you write here 4, so from 0 to 4 means 0 index to third index, 4 is not included, then we will do from 5th to last, so 4th index is removed. Then we will understand the membership operator. So the membership operator are in and not in, which is used to check whether a certain element is in the list, string or tuple or not. If the in operator return true when the element is found in the list, and the not in operator return true if the element is not found, otherwise it will return false. In operator is opposite of not in operator. Like here it is some example, like we have one string good morning, then we will print m in s, means the character m is present in the variable s, and the variable s is storing the value good morning, so m is here, so it will print true. Same as a not in s, here in good morning there is no a, so it will print true. So same as this. So these are the examples of membership operator, and remember there are two membership operator, in and not in, which are used to check whether a certain element is in the given list, tuple or not. So next is function of string data type. So Python provide the built-in string method, means operation that can be performed with string. Syntax to execute the string is, first we have to write string object dot the method name which we have to use. Like we have given a string input a is equal to hello Python, so this is a string which we have given, so we will apply some functions on the string. First function is capitalize. As the name suggests, capitalize, which will capital the first letter of the every string. Like here, print a means this string object dot capitalize, and which will result in hello python. It will here it is h is small and here h is capital. Just remember the spelling of the capitalize, because if you write the wrong spelling it will give you error. Then next is upper. It will convert a string to uppercase. In capitalize only first letter is capital, but in uppercase all the character will be converted into uppercase. Like you can write print a dot upper, next is lower. In this all the character will be converted to lowercase. Here it all are in lowercase already, so there is no change. Next is title. Title will convert the letter in uppercase of each letter first. Like there is two letter here, hello and python, so it will convert these h and p both capital of every letter. So this is the function of the title. Next is swap case. Like what do you mean by swap case? Like swap, to swap two things. Like if the letter is in uppercase, so it will write in lowercase, and if the letter is in lowercase, so it will write it in uppercase. Next is split. So the main function of the split is to return list of word separated by space. So if there are two words hello and python, so it will separate the two words and create a list. Next are method of string. What are the methods of the string? Count, replace and join. So we will also see them line by line. So now there is another input string, like a is equal to hello, happy birthday, life is happy. So this is a string. So we will apply count method, which return the count of occurrence of substring in a string. If the substring does not exist, it returns 0. So basically we will select a letter from the input string, and it will return the count of that letter. Like here print a dot count, and we will count happy, so result is happy. Here it is also written that happy word occurred 3 times, so we will now count by ourselves. First there is here happy, then second happy, then third happy. So it will count always correct, so there will be no fault in this. So this is count method. Next is replace. Like print a dot replace. So what do you mean by replace? Replace means to replace old thing with new things. So it will replace now happy with joyful. Now the final result will be this hello joyful. Instead of this happy, joyful came. Birthday joyful, this happy, this joyful. Life is joyful, so it will be replaced. All the happy in this string will be replaced with joyful. So our next is join iterables. Joins, as the name suggests, it will join the input string with the things we will give it, means concatenate. Here b is dot and l1 is www codetantra com. So we will write print b dot join l1, means we will join this v to l1, so it will concatenate each item and it will result in www.codetantra.com. so this is a also an operator. So now we have to write a program to demonstrate string method using a user input. Follow the instruction provided in the comment line. So there will be some commented line, we have to follow that instructions. So first they have taken one input from the users, then we have to convert the string to uppercase. So we will write print str1 dot upper, then we have to convert the string to title case. So we will write string dot title, then we have to split, so string1 dot split, then we have taken width as input and fill char as input, then center align the string with the given width and fill character. So we will print str1 dot center width comma fill char. You just need to remember this syntax, where we need to give two parameters, where we need to give one. Next is to lowercase, so we will print str1 dot lower. Then we have taken another str character, then we will join str2 with str1. Then for replacing, we will replace old with new, so print str1 dot replace old with replace new. So these are the these are the method you can apply on this. So our next method of string is upper, is lower, is alpha, is num. As the name suggests, is upper means क्या वो upper है, is lower क्या वो लोअर केस में है, इज अल्फ़ा क्या वो अल्फ़ा है, ए टू जेड इज एल नम. सो is upper check if all the character of string are in uppercase or not, it will return true if all are in uppercase. Same as is lower, if all the character of a string are in lower case. Next is alpha, is the string only contain the alphabetic characters, not any special characters or not any spaces. Is elnum, is elnum is included all alphabet A to Z, numbers 0 to 9, all special characters. No, character are not included in alphanumeric, so these character are not included. So this is a hello world 123 is a string. So if we apply these method on, so this will be the result, like is upper, so true, is lower, false because all are in uppercase, is alpha, false because here also 1 2 3, is alpha means all are alphabetic. Then is elnum, true because alphabetic, is elnum contain all A to Z, uppercase and lowercase both, and digit 0 to 9. Next method is digit means all are digit like 0 to 9. Next is space means there is only spaces, like here a, then tab means 4 spaces continuously. Then print a space 2, then it is written as, so it will become false. Next is title means every word has the first letter capital, like here hello is all, H is capital, here P is capital, so it will become true. So the next method on string, you not need to revise whole thing again and again. When you will start coding, something you will remember, and in company also you can have help of Google's. So you just need to one time practice these. These are like 23, so 15 will come in your mind automatically. So next is next our string is hello Python. So starts with means our string start with this, like a dot starts with h, here it is starting with h, so it will become true. Ends with, like it will end with this character, so n and true. Find substring, a dot find py, at which place it is or at which index, and if there is no such index or the letter in your string, so it will return -1, it will not return false. Next is length, what is the length of your string, like print length a 12, so here there are 12 index, like 0 1 2 3 4. It will also include space 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, so here it will also include space, so space will become 12, like 6 character in this Python, 5 in hello, 6 and 5 11, and 1 in space, so it will return 12. Next is minimum, result minimum character means the minimum character which have, as I have told you that all the alphabet have some ASCII value, spaces have some ASCII value, like capital A is maybe 65 and small b is 97, so same as the minimum value is here space. I don't know the correct ASCII value spaces, you can Google it, and the maximum value will be y. So these are some function. So next we will study about different type of list, how we can what are the notations of the list. So this is the table for this. Like this list is known as empty list because there is no any character. So this is a list of integer because in this all are integers. In this a list of mixed data type integer, float and string is also. Then next is a list of strings. In this all are strings. Next is a nested list. Nested list means a list inside another list. So here, like you can see, here are double square brackets. So first square bracket is for full list and second is for that list London, England and this number. Second list is Paris, France and this number. Third is Bern, Switzerland as this number, and this last bracket is for end of this whole list. So this is a nested list. A deeply nested list means a many lists inside one list. So these are that. So let us discuss the above example. So this is also for creating an empty list. So with this we can create integer values. These are for integer, string and float. So now we have to fill the missing code and follow the instruction in the command line. So the sample test case will be of this. And first we have one list, like list1 is equal to python 100 lists 8.8 a and program. So we have to print the list item. So we will simply print the list like here. Then we want to find the type of the list. So we will write print type a. Don't follow this because these are written in double quote, means they will be written as it is. So if there is in question right, you have to write this line also, this, like here list1 contains, so we write list1 contain. Then the type of list1, so we write type of list1. So if there in question it is written that you have to write like this, so you have to write, otherwise just simply write print the type of list1. So our next are what are the different type of list operations. Like we have operations on string, so we have same operations on list also. So here are the operation that are possible. So first is we can create a list description, create a comma separated list of element and assign it to variable a. Like here a is equal to this list. This list is not complete, so you can just imagine here all some other parts also. Next we will print simply a. Next is indexing, like in string there is indexing, so in list there is also indexing, and it also include both negative indexing and positive indexing. Like the list a, here it is, like list a has this print a0. So in this list the indexing starts from 0th index, so at 0th index there is 2 and at -1 there will be 10, because this list you can see this is half screenshot. Next is slicing, there is also slicing same as strings you can print, and in this also third is not included. Next is concatenation, you can join two lists, like you are adding two strings. Next is updating, as you cannot update the strings because they are immutable, but there is no such problem in list, as lists are mutable, which means they can be changed after some time, because we need to create a list of items price, so the price can go up and high in 2 or 3 days, so we need to update the list. So how we can update the list is, now a2 means a list and the second index the price should be 100. Like here when we print a, it will come 2 300, either 2 3 and 4. After updating a to 100 it will become 2 3 and 100. Next is membership operator, like in not in 5 in a true, 102 in a false, because in there 102 is not there but 5 is in the list here. So these are some operators which can be applied on list. Some are same as of string. So next is comparison, we can compare two lists also. If a is equal to b false, because these two lists are not same. Here the length of list a is bigger than the length of list b. then is repetition. We can multiply the list by 3 and it will be printed same as 3 times. If we multiply it by 2, it will be printed 2 times. So these are some operations which can be performed on string. So next is accessing item in a list. Like this is same as slicing, like how we can access this specific item in a list. So we can specify it by index. So unlike string, like lists are mutable, as I have told you, list can be changed, we can modify the list. So the following operation can be performed on list: modify or reassign an item present at a particular index. We can change the index, not index, we can change the item at a specific index, and we can add a particular index, we can remove the item from a particular index. Like here it is list A B C D, so we will write chars 3. At third index we have to add this x y z, so we will print char. So it will be as follow: A B C and x y z, because this is 0 index, this is first, this is second, this is third. So in place of D, x y z will be printed. So these are the example. Like here A B C D, char 4 is equal to A B C D. Valid indexes are only 0 1 2 3. So this will give an index error, that list assignment index out of range. So if you assign the variable out of range, so it will give an index error. So this is the important thing to be noted, that you have to give the range also, that in a specific range. Like your list is of 7 index and you are giving to update index number 19, so it will give an index error. Next is add an item to a list. How you can add? So there is an method named append. So first we will have one list, then we can write chars dot append A B C D. So append means adding the element at last position, and the output will be A B C D A B C D at last. So this is append. And if you want to append a full list also, it will append like this, and a list inside another list will be created. And there is another method also, extend, which will extend the list. Like here extend list 2, so it will, after printing, so this line is missing in this, so the output will be like A B C D 1 2 3. But there is one difference between append and extend. In append, see, a list another inside another list is created, but in extend this will not be the situation. This will be as you do in append. Like here only one list will be created, same in extend, only list one will be created. But in append method, if you want to add another list inside another, so this will be the result, like one list will be created, but here all will add in one list. So our next is understanding list slicing. So list slicing is same as string slicing. Start, stop and step we have to give, like from where we have to start, from where we have to stop. Print the whole list means if you do not give start and any position, it will print the whole list, and when you give same index, it will create an empty slice. So now we have one list. A is 987654. So if you write 0 to 3, so it will print from 0 1 and 2 index, it will not print 3 because 3 is not included. Next is A4, means we have to start from 0th index and goes up to 4th index. 4th index is 5 and it will exclude the 5. Next is start from 1 index and goes up to last. In this last is also included because we have not specified some index, so it will goes up to last. It will print the whole list, it will give us empty slice. And this is we have to start from 0th index and we have to go up to 6th index, and we have to take step of 2, so it will start from 0, then it will step of 2, so it will not print this, it will print this, then it will take step of 2, 6 will not be printed, 5 will be printed, as here you can see. Next is double slicing and -1. It means we have to print the whole list but from backward, so it will print like this, means here first colon is for start index, next colon is for end index, so we did not give any, so it means we have to print the whole list, and -1 is from the back end side, because negative indexing start from right hand side to right hand side. So these are the slicing method you can apply on list. So using map function and list to convert input. So we have studied about map function in previous video also, so this topic I am leaving because we have studied it in our previous video also. Next is understanding list repetition and concatenation. As repetition said that multiplying it by some digit, like here the example of list is y is equal to 2 3 4. If you multiply it by 0, it will become null. If you multiply by 2, it will be printed 2 times, 2 3 4 2 3 4. And if you multiply it by 3, it will be printed 2 3 4 2 3 4 and 2 3 4. Same as if you multiply it by 4, it will be printed 4 times. So this is list repetition. And the list concatenation is same as we will use plus operator to combine two lists x and y. You will simply write print x plus y, it will add the list. Python also for extend method, as we have read some minutes before, the extend method you can extend one list after another. So this is a question like write a program that take input for two comma separated list along with a number. The program should repeat and print each list with a specified number of time. Like we have to take two input, we have taken two input, then we have to split it by comma. So how we can split it by, like we can simply write here after input dot split, and you can also write another time like list 1 is equal to a dot split, list 2 is equal to b dot split. And you can also write here also after input, like here I have highlighted here. And we have to take one number also as input, like for list 1 we have to multiply it by number, so it will be repeated, and we have to print the list. So we will also print the repeated list of list 2 here, we will multiply it by list 2 also, and then we will multiply it by num, so it will be repeated. After that, for concatenation we will add list 1 and list 2. So I am zooming, you can take screenshot of this question and you can practice. These are sample input output, these are the output of this question. If you write the code correct, the output of this will be this. For this you have in this these are input are program specified, you can give input of your choices also. So our next question is understanding list comparison. So what do you mean by list comparison? As the name suggests, to compare two lists is known as list comparison. Like you have given two lists, so you will compare two lists that in the both list the number of element are same or not. We will not specify the inside of the list, we will just compare the number of element in the list. Like we can compare it by double equal to or not equal to operators. Like here x and y are two lists, print x is equal to y means x and y are equal, it will return false because in this x is greater than y. And if we print x not equal to y, it will return true because x is not equal to y. So now we will solve one question and we will end this video. So we have to create two lists with the user given input, and we have to write a program to find whether the two lists contain the same element or not. So we have this sample input output like this, and we will take two input and we have splitted it in the here also. We have no or see, I have tell you in previous question, like you can do split in input taking, or you can create extra like here I have created. This is command, I have created this for your help. So you can do this and this, both are equal. Don't do both at same time because it will give you error. You can either do here, either do here. So then print a is equal to b, print a not equal to b. So this is when you will see that these are the sample input and output, it will give true because here 2 Python Java is same, but here it will give false at not equal to, because they both are not equal, because they are equal and it is saying not equal, so it will give false. So thank you and have a nice day. If you have any doubt, please tell me in comment section. I will make another video on that. Thank you and have a nice